So this is my sixth meeting as chairman of the Performance Theatre Foundation, but actually it's the first one which might, and I think will, strike a very personal note for me. This year's theme is leadership with a human purpose. And so that's going to mean something different to every single person in this room. And that means that Oswald, our great leader here, has laid again the foundations for an interesting meeting and a stimulating one too. But for me, leading with a human purpose means leading with authenticity. It means bringing and applying your whole self to the task at hand. And it means asking not what you could do if only things were different, but seeking to maximize your impact with the resources that you actually have. And that is something that I certainly failed to do as a leader. I spent almost all of my working life denying my own sexuality, burying a part of who I was and what I was. I didn't bring my whole self to work. My business had an extraordinary human purpose. When I was running BP brought heat, light, power, mobility, health, wealth, and freedom to millions of people. I led a company which existed to transform people's lives. But by denying my sexuality, I sent the wrong message to our employees who were grappling with their own private struggles, whatever they were. I didn't lead them with the same degree of purpose as I led the abstraction called the company. So when we talk about leadership with a human purpose, we must remember that leaders have a responsibility not just to their customers, the natural environment, or to the communities in which they operate. They have their most important responsibility to those who follow them. And we are constantly reminded what happens when leaders lose their sense of humanity. Uganda, Brunei, Russia, and even Texas, where Governor Rick Perry recently compared homosexuality to alcoholism, a curable choice in his words. That is a reminder of one of the reasons why we have these meetings, to understand how to lead when there really are no shared values. It's humbling to gather in this room to talk about leadership, a room in which some of the world's greatest leaders have been celebrated. Leaders as diverse as Gorbachev, Henry Kissinger, Mother Teresa, and Desmond Tutu. They've all been honored here for the ways in which they bridged seemingly unbridgeable divides. They all operated in different contexts, and the challenges we face now might seem new and unknown. But they are not, and neither are the solutions. Growth has and always will come from innovation. Freedom from war and conflict comes from the identification of mutual advantage. And leadership comes from those who are willing to move beyond self-interest and to make a sacrifice with no guarantee of reciprocity. The performance theatre seeks to unlock that leadership by discussing new ideas, new ways of thinking, and some old ones too. And I can't think of any better place to inspire us in that mission than this unique setting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's now time for us to begin our meeting, and that's going to be with a panel that includes in its membership our remarkable leader, Oswald Bjelland. Let's have a very good meeting. Thank you very much.